Shalom, Yashra. Shalom. It's your boy Kadash. Tired as fuck. Was making videos, smashing the Judas all fucking night, bro. I didn't start till like 1 in the morning or some shit. I don't even remember what time I didn't even finish till like 4 or whatever. I was trying to stay up to finish like the whole set, so it'd be like a but I've already pumped out what 3 hours worth of information, 3 hours information, and I barely got right here of showing his fuck shit. Like right there, I still have all of this and the back of it, and then I have like a fucking boatload of fucking scriptures just waiting for your ass at the end, dude. Like, you think this is bad? Like, you think it's bad so far? Like, it just gets worse, dude. Okay, so, this is the real temple man, in which he perverted. We saw that. Let's just do a recap, because motherfuckers forget. If you haven't seen parts 1 and parts 2 of Death of a Prince, or of the Prince, Judas Nazura, aka Sentinel Prime. I took out Rodimus Prime, now let's take out Sentinel Prime. So this is his, look. He perverted the Temple Man. We already went through it. The Great White Brotherhood is what he has in his mind. He, he has the golden calves in his heart. He's got the mashal, which if you go backwards, because these motherfuckers like that. Now I understand why Judah was always like, oh yeah, you could do the word backwards. And I didn't snap, but that's like a Masonic shit. Like the Masons, Aleister Crowley told his disciples to eat, sleep, walk, like do all kinds of shit backwards, you know what I'm saying? So this is like why he said that. And if you do this backwards, it's Lasham, which is like the name. So he's off on some fuck shit, man, I'm telling you. But anyways, let's see. The Temple Man. Okay, this is the same thing. This is just the temple, how it's laid out. You know what I mean? This is all. You could read all of this in Kings, in the Book of Kings, when Solomon built the temple. We are to learn the temple knowledge. We're gonna get the scripture for that. Let's go. We are supposed to learn the temple knowledge. Judas only knew so much of it. He learned it from the Jews. He was going to use a tactic, going to be like, oh, well, if I was evil and doing Kabbalah, then how did I get all this information, right? Well, the Jews know so much information. They can get so far. And then they pervert the shit. So, it wouldn't be no surprise that he knew it. So, look, this is a page. Because my book is so old, this is a page out of, see, look, you can see the page. In fact, look, the cover of the Manly Be All. That's the cover for it. I know you guys have seen the cover. But anyways, this was inside, okay, the courtyard of the tabernacle. So see, they know. You don't think they know our shit? There's a whole fucking chapter in Manly P. Hall dedicated to just trying to break down our temple. So they know our shit, dude. They know our shit is to a certain point. You know what I'm saying? They know our shit to a certain point. These dudes are master fucking sorcerers, dude. These guys are master witches and wizards, so they know our shit to a certain point, so they know our things, and they took that and they gave it to their COINTELPRO dude that they raised, you know what I'm saying, since fucking child. They breed these motherfuckers, man. And so they gave him the perverted temple knowledge. They gave him so much temple knowledge, he could only get so far, and then that's when he started with all his fuck shit and started being stupid with Rob and all that shit, because he couldn't go far enough. He misplaced certain things in the temple. He fucking couldn't break certain things down right. So, and now he's on to a completely perverted temple man, which we broke down in the last video, is just the temple man, the idol for Poimandris, the great red dragon. Okay? What Hermes talked to and got his information from Hermes, which is the hermeticism, hermetic arts, right? This is their shit. This is Judas shit. That's what he was doing. If you haven't watched parts 1 and parts 2, I would suggest you go watch part 1 and part 2, because Judas said he was summoning demons. And, we'll get it again, because everybody the memory thing. Tell them, Rob, does Judah Natsara control you? Tell the people, go ahead and admit it. Is there a force that makes you do what I want you to do? Don't you always have to hide and sneak around certain things? Laughing my ass off. Tell the people, it's not a joke. You're under a demon and I control you. So he has to control the demon. Bro, how you, if you're under a demon, and he tells him he's possessed in another one. So if you're under a demon, right, and then look. If you're under a demon, look. He even tells him, look, we're not just on the same page. I think I'm on a different stage that I cannot speak on thoroughly online. Why not? Let us just say I revealed the knowledge of gateways, which is Kabbalistic, and I'm about to show that. I have the Kabbalah book under here. I'm sorry, I only have two hands. Okay, so anyways, knowledge of gateways. I cannot get caught up in distractions. We read and saw in the last installment of this Slaughterhouse that he can get caught up in distractions because now his whole life will be spent prolonging his life, and now he's even fucked because now he's not going to be able to do what he needed to do, right, for his little pact. But I will tell you this, Rob Rack is controlled by beings. He said that he was under a demon, right, but then he tried to lie and say he didn't say demon. Let's get that again. He said I summoned demons. That means he's a fucking liar. Oh, it's not only are you a traitorous demon, you're a liar, right? They all say that I was talking about forces does not mean demons, dipshit. Show the video where I said the word demons. You're fooling yourself. This is before, and he said, tell the people you are under a demon. I control you, okay? He told him, I'm a demon. I control him. I open these gateways. He is controlled by beings. It sounds like a joke, but I ain't the only one who knows this. Yes, Amalek knows this. In fact, those who know this also know I'm strong enough to bind and provoke. And we already saw about how he thinks he's strong enough to deal with these entities, to bind and provoke people and all that stuff, right? As Rob's associates, gateways and doors. What an unhappy possession. What an unhappy possession. So he's possessing people with demons and controlling them because he runs towards the dragon. He keeps people stagnant and unfocused. They will not answer you, which is a sign of hypnotism. So he has people under hypnotism. Scriptures, what's in you can't be helped with scriptures. Fella, where's the scripture that says that scriptures can't help anything, right? You're under my control. You're under my control. I thought you're under a demon. When it comes out, respond, people watch are going to notice the pattern. As long as you play my game, I control the rules, nor shall you wake up out of this. So he's telling him he's not going to wake up out of this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, dude, this is some evil shit, bro. This is really some evil shit. Where's that other one? Don't I control your mind and make you do what I want you to do? Don't act like you haven't noticed it. Didn't I tell you how? You noticed you can't stop. I'm gonna draw Baphomet Bill out as well. He did that. And Jism, he just made a video. What's today? Like the 8th or some shit? He just made a video like last night when I was recording. I mentioned it in the video, where he's talking shit again. I get to Jism and Rob. It's a fucking game. It's a game. He told you he was gonna do it, and then now he's doing it. Look at your boy Edgar Spandex. I didn't draw him out, so he's making spandex. Slack for the train. Making spandex do that witchcraft that he's doing on me, man. The serpents and the flute, and we read about the flute. See that? That's Masonic. I'm telling you, man. These chain dudes are fucking with us because they have our house. I know, man. You don't even know. They have our house bugged. But anyways, the serpents and the flute. Hey, dude, is that not sketch what he's doing right there? That whole honky horn.
He don't never blow that many times, man. Never. And early in the damn morning.
And hasn't he done that a couple times when we're talking about some real shit? This motherfucker be doing some weird shit, huh? That motherfucker be doing some weird shit, huh? Yeah. So anyway, what does he say? Is I'm gonna turn the back and forth, blah blah blah. Look, he plays the flute. We learned about the flute. Which is Masonic. That's the magical whatever flute from Mozart we saw. You know what I'm saying? If you can get the recap. So he's doing the flute. These are all code words. These are all fucking, he's telling you, he's doing witchcraft while trying to convince people. He says he's using the force, but the force just means fucking demons and shit, man. Like, for reals. Like, watch, look. Okay, but anyway, we're just gonna get back into this. So we're at Ezekiel 43:10. It says, "You son of man, tell the house of Yashua about the temple." So we're supposed to learn about the temple, because like I said, this is just if you were to, because the temple represents the body as well. That's why his temple that he perverted is so deep, because he perverted the temple, man. His temple has been darkened. You know what I'm saying? His temple has been darkened. He's got the great white light in his mind. He's got idol worship in his heart. You know what I'm saying? He's got the name around his waist, bro. I'm telling you. So he perverted the real temple man, because this temple man, right, is nothing but this. It's no type of anything. It's just this. Like, if you take this and you extend it out like a transformer or some shit, right? Like, that's what it would be if you drop, you know. It's the same thing. It's just this. It's just a house. It's just the altar, and then you've got the brazen sea, you've got the 2 pillars, the porch, right? The 10 lavers, and then these are the priest cells where they would put the storage and all that stuff, the gold and the silver and all that stuff. And then you've got the menorahs, which we know all this was in the temple. All this was in the tabernacle. The incense altar, the ark, the Holy of Holies, the entrance cells. See, this is a side view of it. See the door, the entrance cells. Inside the Holy of Holies, it was on top of Jacob's stone or pillar. You could read about that in Genesis 28:10 through 22. Right? This is the rock or stone, the rock that we're supposed to found our heads on, right? Which is the Most High. You keep your head on the rock that we are founding ourselves on. Then your mind will ascend up the spiral ladder. The spiral links in with the ZZ. So the spiral, right? You spiral up through the 3 levels. You know what I'm saying? You get to the Holy of Holies, the attic, which, because this is, you know, so you go up, you found yourself on the rock, and then you spiral up. So it's like 3 steps. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have the Egypt, the Hayakol, the Alam, the Hayakol, and the Dabar. The Egypt, the holy place, and the Holy of Holies, right? And then you've got and then but you have Egypt over here, let's say, and then you come into the Holy Holies, and then the holy place, and then when you go into the Holy Holies, which is like the 3rd cell, then you start at 1. So it's like basically you're starting on the rock, but you're founding yourself. Then you're going up here, and then you're going up to the attic, and that represents the Most High. His dwelling place, above everything, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's all it is. That's all it is. This is just Oz in the Hebrew language for everybody. It's just because they represent an ox head. We read that in the dictionaries, in my Hebrew dictionary breakdown. What did you say? Did you say something? Oh, I thought you said something. The altar of sacrifice. So that's all it is. You just sacrifice yourself. You go through the real so-called baptism, right? Just you cleanse yourself. Then you pass the pillars, right? Come into where the lavers are at, and then, you know what I'm saying, you enter the holy place, and then, you know what I'm saying. So this is the and that is just a bigger version. The Solomon's temple was just a like more intricate version than the tabernacle wilderness. And don't fucking be it. It's just a teepee, dude. It's sweet teepees. We live over here in Nativeville, and it's easier. I'm not like the best drawer in the fucking world, dude. So I just, pretty much this is how it was drawn on the fucking thing. So like I just copied it. It's not, you can find all this stuff. You can just type in Temple Tabernacle, man, and all that stuff and pop on. You just have to be able to know what it is and what it's talking about. It's not that hard, like, really. You just, gotta know yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know the temple. You gotta know the Most High, man. Like, So see, the holy place, the breakdown. There's 4 layers of the veil. You know what I'm saying? There's 2 veils. There's 5 posts here, and then just 4 posts there. Like, it's everything's deep, man. But this is just This is just like a simpler version. And it's just the temple, man, which is because it helps you to realize everything and to decipher prophecy and all this stuff. Why? Why? Look, it says, tell them about the temple. Let them be ashamed of their iniquities and calculate the temple's design. So this is why a lot of people have trouble with the temple, is because you're not being ashamed for your past iniquities. If you were just humble down, so-called humble down, right? That's stupid trigger. I don't even like saying that because the motherfuckers get all triggered and shit. But if you were to, just be ashamed, be truly sorry for what you've done. And if you're truly sorry for what you've done, then you will be able to calculate the temple's design. What does it mean by calculate the design? If they become ashamed of all that they have done, then make known to them. So after they're ashamed, then you make known the form of the temple and its designs, its exits, its entrances, and all the building forms and its laws and its designs and all its teachings. See, Judah wasn't doing that. He wasn't teaching you the fact that there was 2 doors, that there was the angel that protected the front, so no one can really come in the front, but there's the side doors, and they were banging on Judah's door the whole fucking time, trying to get into the damn temple, when really he was just letting them fucking in to deframe the temple because the motherfucker was COINTELPRO the whole time. So the guard was the fucking bad guy. Right? So it's nothing crazy. It's nothing. It's just the temple, man. I just, I drew a little pot leaf up here because we burn Quantum Basham. Quantum Basham is the pot. It is found in the scriptures. Everyone's just going to have to get over that. These are the pomegranates that were atop the capstones of the pillars. This is the altar of sacrifice. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, these are just Oz in the Hebrew, which Oz is like the ox. And the oxens represent our forefathers. There's 3 on each side, just like there was 3 tribes on each side, because we have 12 tribes, but then we actually have a 13th tribe. But the 13th tribe is the Most High's inheritance. He was elevated. Levi, see, even if you take just Levi's shit, this itself makes like a man, like its head, its arms, and its feet. And then this is like the body. You get what I'm saying? Because the smoke ascends. But anyways, like so the 3 tribes, right? The 3 tribes of Levi, and then there's the 4th one, which is Aaron's, which is where the Zadoks, the Zadokah come from, which is also prophesied of in Ezekiel. So you had Moshe and Aaron and his sons' tents, and then you had the 3 other families, and each family of Levi had a specific duty. Like, one Levites would take all the curtains and the cloth sections, and you know what I'm saying, all the tapestries, all that stuff. Another family would come in and take down like the wood and all the clasps and all that stuff, and then another family would come in and bear the ark and do all that. So you know what I'm saying? There was different families, and then they would all line up and do the trumpets. Like, I don't, hopefully you all know our history. If not, go back and learn it. So it says, calculate the temple's design. See, he could only calculate so far. Now that's why he's in darkness. Then make known to them the form of the temple, its designs, its exits, its entrances, and its building forms, all its laws, and its designs. So you have to also know what was going on in the temple and what they did and why they did it, and its designs and all its teachings. So you have to there's teachings to this temple. There's Torah temple teachings. There's temple teachings, and they know this. The Masons know this shit. You know what I'm saying? They took our stuff and they perverted it. This is what was going on. This is, but they took this and perverted it. Like, that's why they teach a perverted temple man, which is known as the Kabbalah tree of life. And then they took all our stuff. They took the Hebrew language and they put it on there. They took all the names of and titles of Yahweh, and the name, and then all his titles. They took and put it. See, because look, his holy name. Like, where's Hashem? Look, anyhow, I'll find it. Anyways, but I showed in the Dead Sea Scrolls. I showed a bunch of times. If I have to do more, I'll do more. But anyways, write down all of this down before their eyes. So you're supposed to write it down before your eyes, because how else are you going to teach this damn thing? Besides, I drew them out because the fact is that, your internet gets taken away. You ain't going to be able to pop up Google Images and fucking pull this shit up, you know what I'm saying? So I drew the motherfuckers, and it helped me to understand. And they're not perfect, as in, like, the lines are fucking, I'm not a fucking expert. I'm not a damn artist, man. You know what I'm saying? I used to draw. I did architecture. I went to college for architectural drafting and technical drafting, but it was on computers and shit, man. I've never done, you know what I'm saying? Like, look, these are all the measurements. The entire tent was 45 feet long, 15 feet wide, and 15 feet high. It was a wooden skeletal structure overlaid with gold with no solid roof or front wall. Exodus 26:15 through 29. 5 wooden bars overlaid with gold passed through the rings attached to each frame. Exodus 26:26 through 30. And these are those. There's 5 of them. And they would, because that's the bottom, so they would 5 would go all the way, so that's kamash, you would armor. And that has to do with the lampstand. It you know what I'm saying? While as you're filling the oil in the lampstand and burning, it's actually, that's what builds the skeletal structure of your house. You know what I'm saying? Like it gets real deep, man. But the altar of incense, Exodus 30:1 through 5, 37:25 through 29. The golden lampstand, Exodus 25:31 through 40, 37:17 through 24. The veil that formed the entrance to the tabernacle was very similar to the veil separating the holy place, except the cherubim, or the karabiam, were not embroidered on it. It was suspended on 5 golden pillars. So you had 5 pillars here, and then you had 4 pillars over here. So the framed structure was covered by 4 layers of cloth skin. So there was 4 layers of cloth, and then there's 4 pillars here and 5. So it's 5 and then 4, which is 9, which is the 360. So and then it says that there was 5 golden pillars. Exodus 26:36 through 30. Is it 37? The holy place of the tabernacle tent was 30 feet long, 15 feet wide, and 15 feet high. Okay, the table of the bread of the presence, Exodus 25:23 through 30. The veil separating the most holy place from the holy place was made from blue, purple, and scarlet dyed yarns woven with fine twined linen and embroidered with karabiam, or cherubims, the same thing that Ezekiel saw in his vision in Ezekiel, the 1st chapter. And those crazy creature beast things. And in fact, they kind of give a representation of what those things look like. Can you hand me that Manly P. Hall right there? Sorry, I'm just like all like locked down right here with all these books and shit. Okay, check this out. See, because Manly P. Hall, which is where the drawing of that one tabernacle I showed you, but check this out. They know our stuff. That's what I'm saying, everybody. It's not evil, and that's how Judah has this knowledge and stuff like that. It's because they know our stuff. They've had thousands of years to try. It's not saying that all they say is right and all that. No, I'm just letting you guys know. Like, don't be surprised and motherfuckers took shit and twisted it. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Tabernacle in the wilderness. Hold on. Because there's a whole chapter. They even dedicate a whole damn chapter. 427. They dedicate a whole damn chapter to the fact that they pervert our temple knowledge, man. Look. So you tell me because they did a whole chapter on the temple in the wilderness that the temple in the wilderness is just bad, is evil now? They also say that we got the kamash from rituals in ancient Egyptian mysteries. Doesn't that sound familiar? Doesn't that sound like Shaka Amos and Polite and Sinetter and all those Commission dudes, all them Egyptologist guys? Aren't they like, oh, well, you stole everything from the Egypt walls? No, we didn't. But that's what they say, right? Because they want to try to make y'all atheists. That's why they try to associate. That's why they try to pervert and to make this abomination, which is the Nebuchadnezzar statue, right? Because remember, Nebuchadnezzar built a statue, and that's what that statue represented, was this thing. This is a perverted temple, man. Look, the showbread, what we just read about, the menorah, the altar of sacrifice, the tables of stone, they use the alphabet. You know what I'm saying? Like, they use all of our things, and they perverted it into a perverted temple, man, which Judah Naz is also sporting. But the tabernacle, look. Okay, so you're going to tell me, because they had the tabernacle, right? Because they had the tabernacle. Look. Building of the tabernacle. Look. They know our stuff. Look. They know the cherubims. Look. The specification of the chapters in the book of Exodus, the 25th chapters. Look, they quote our scriptures. The goat hair, the badger's hair. The tabernacle, they know our stuff, man. Look, 50 cubits wide, 100 cubits long, circumcised by a wall of fine linen containing the brazen 5 cubits. See, they know our shit, man. Look, the dimensions of the tabernacle proper were as follows. Its length when it set up was 30 cubits, its breadth was 10 cubits. One of the walls on the south and the other was exposed to the north. On the back fort of it remained the west. It was necessary for the height should be equal to its breadth. which is in Josephus. So he's even quoting Josephus. Look, they know about the 7-branch candlestick, the table of the showbread, the altar of burnt incense. The other room is 10 cubits wide, 10 cubits high, 10 cubits long, which is the Holy of Holies, which is the three, right? Which is the covenant, which was bare. The Holy of Holies contained one of the articles of the furniture, the Ark of the Covenant, the 2 rooms separate. So you telling me because they know all our shit, they know our stuff, man. This is how Judah got it. Look, Josephus says, right? Okay, well, watch that. See, this is like what Judas is guilty of. Josephus or accused is what he's doing. Josephus realized this while he was been severely criticized because he interpreted the tabernacle symbolism according to the Egyptian and Greek paganism. So that's what Judah's starting to do. He's trying to interpret the Torah temple. That's what all that is. That's what this is too. That's what that damn tree of life. They're just trying to interpret our temple. Not look. They mock the vision of Ezekiel, man. Does that mean the vision of Ezekiel is fucked up? Like, come on, man. We really have to start thinking. You know what I'm saying? I'm not like trying to but seriously, like, get up under the spell, use some common sense. You know what I'm saying? Like, all of the stuff is attached. Abba for Bill, Abba's in there. All the names are in there. Everything's in there. Yes, there's Yah and all that stuff. Yeah, dude, but they fucking perverted it. They use our alphabet too. You're gonna say that the alphabet's off or what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you guys really got to start thinking. Really, like, start thinking. Like, if everything that is attached to the tree is evil, then you're gonna have to get rid of the Hebrew language, because the Hebrew language is the alphabet is a part of that tree. Okay, so if you get rid of the Hebrew, so is it evil? That's the question. Okay, let me answer. I don't want to hear no bitching and complaining or anything. Okay, look, listen. If you're still trying to give pushback and all that stuff about this, about the fact that they just took our stuff and perverted it, okay, well then explain to me why they use the Hebrew alphabet. All right, they call it the 22 pads. You see these lines? They attach a Hebrew a letter to each of those lines, and there's 22 of them. All right, adds up with the 22 letters of our alphabet. So you're going to have to explain to me, tell me, is this evil then? Is the alphabet and the table of showbread and the menorah and the altar of sacrifice and the altar of incense and the tables, right, that Moses wrote the eternal law on, is that all this evil? Is all this evil because it's on here? I need you guys to answer. Is this all evil? And I'm going to keep asking you that until you answer me, because if it is all evil, then why are these things described of in the scriptures? And okay, then why are you even reading the Bible? Because if we're supposed to cast out the Hebrew alphabet, right? If we're supposed to cast out the names because they're attached, then we have to cast out these because they're attached, which means we have to cast out the Hebrew alphabet because it's attached to it. If we cast out the Hebrew alphabet, then there goes your Bibles, because your Bibles were created off of the Hebrew alphabet. So what are you guys doing? You guys are atheists, bro. You guys don't even believe in the Torah, bro. You guys really don't. You really don't. But look, the Ark of the Cherubim, right? So look, they know these are cherubim, like the men, like with the 4 heads, and they got the wing. The only difference is they make them into the damn, they give them like body, like these types of bodies. They don't have that types of bodies. And they're actually, their wings were coming this, like outward. Like these two are back, this is right. This is, you know what I'm saying? They're each other, because this makes like a backrest. And then think of these coming forward to make like arm rests. And the cherubs were standing. So this is what, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I have a picture of it. Hold on. I think I have a picture of it. I'm sorry I started teaching temple. I just have to defend it, because this devil is trying to defame the damn temple, profane it, and I must protect it. Let's see. It's my duty to stand up for the Most High's commandments, which he commanded us in Ezekiel 40. I read it for you guys, so if you have a problem, then you're going to have to explain to me Ezekiel 43. It says measurements, to measure it out, to learn its entrance, exits, fucking all that stuff, right? Learn everything. That's what it told you to do.
Are we supposed to know everything?
Oh, yeah, we're supposed to know. Motherfucker, everybody hates knowledge, bro. Really, truly, deeply, everybody hates knowledge. Doesn't it say that a fool despises knowledge? Huh? No, we just, that was just a lie, or what? That was, like, what the hell? What the hell's wrong with y'all? Hold on. Where is it? I swear. Oh, okay. Look. It's kind of like more like this. Like, 'cause remember Solomon built giant cherubim? That's like that. That's exactly with the feet and stuff. This is it right there. Those are like the cherubs, except those ones touching the walls were coming forward, like a seat. You know what I'm saying? But that's like the cherubim, because when you step into the Holy of Holies, you're in the midst of the angels. That's why he said in Zechariah that he would give you strides amongst angels. They know this, bro. They know this. They know this, but they can't do it. See? So as you tell me that this was all, see how they are all separated? There's the tents of Aaron, Moses, and his sons, and the Merari. Look. So, but anyway, so they take that and they perverted our stuff. They spent a whole damn chapter talking about our temple. They say that we're a part of the mystery schools. Like I said, I showed that they say we got the Kamash from Egypt, the Masons and shit like that. So they know our stuff. And they want to pervert it because they don't want you to learn this. This is why they set Judah up to defame the temple. First he brought all that they had showed him of the real temple, and then now it's to defame the temple and to pervert it with his Darth Vader fucking shit, right? Its teachings, write it all down before their eyes so that they may safeguard its entire form and all its rules and fulfill them. Its entire form, yo. Entire form. How is his black fucking stupid shit the entire form? Look. How is this, right? And he does have the bottom part to it, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like how is this all of this? Where's all this? Where's the menorahs? Where's the pre-cells? Where's the ark? Where's the pomegranates? Where's the, you know what I'm saying? Where's the lava? Dude, you don't even have the sea anymore. You don't even have, bro, what happened? Oh, that's right. You're the devil. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer? Alright, so this is the teaching, and it's law. The word is law. Where is that? Za'ath, and this towards Tawarath. Tawarath. That's Torah. It's the law, man. It's the Torah. This is the teaching, or the Torah, the laws regarding the temple, the instruction regarding the temple atop the mountain. Its entire boundary all around shall be most holy. Behold, this is the teaching regarding the temple. Twice, this is the law. Tell them the law about the temple. So we're supposed to know about the temple. Okay, I had to get that in before I started going into this fucking evil shit. Yeah, you guys act like I like going into these books. That I don't just go in here, that I didn't have to bite a bullet and learn all this bullshit just so I could help my brothers now not get fooled by the bullshit. So anyways, this is the New Living Kabbalah. I do not suggest anybody getting this shit, and do not read their rituals or anything, because they actually teach you how to do Kabbalah in this book. So I would not suggest reading this thing. I do not let anybody touch it. I don't read it myself any of the time. No. But I got it because I wanted to know what they were doing, so I could call out their bullshit, and that's what we're gonna do now. So, okay, so we got page 4, look. So this is how they spell, it's Kabbalah. That's what they say, it's Kabbalah. Kabbalah is the best body of theoretical and practical philosophy and psychology. See, he's using psychology interwoven into the religious texts of the Jews. So see, they interwove their Kabbalah into our texts. They pervert our Torah and they add their fucking Kabbalah shit on it, man. In a vast complex of alchemical, astrological, occult, Rosicrucian, and Masonic symbolism, including the tarot, it has been called the mysticism of the West. So Judah's doing the mysticism of the West. Okay, so it says, okay, look, here we go. Look, Hebrew word Kabbalah means to receive and to reveal. It is the way of revelation, right, of the meaning of the universe. So this is where the book of Revelations is the book of Kabbalah. It is a way of revelation, and all the same time the means of reception of its own wisdom. This statement is no paradox when we apply the occult maxim. This is the occult maxim, as above, so below. And we saw Judah Naz say that as above, so below was an evil, it was truth. Did we not see that up? Because my wife is still asleep, and I'm not about to wake her ass up just to show some stupid shit about Judah.
That's already been shown.
That's already been shown before. Exactly. What am I gonna do? Get her angry and thinking about Judah Naz right off the bat? Nah, I think not. No, I think not. She'll fucking go off. And you guys don't want her to go off on y'all motherfucking asses. And this is an of the Hebrew language. You idiots. I just mark things with our language. You know what I mean? Throughout this book, the word magic is spelled with a K. Remember I was telling you guys about that K magic? Remember I was telling you about the K, right? Special K, you know? This is to distinguish it from magic with just a C, which is more usually associated with illusion and trickery. So that magic, you know, the David Blaine, fucking Siegfried Roy getting mauled by lions type shit. Yeah, that's that tigers type shit. That's magic with a C. But magic with a K describes the core processes of the Western mystery tradition, involved with creating change that is in accordance to the divine or true will of each individual and with the evolution of life as a whole. And that's what Judah Naz is doing. He's in the Western mystery traditions. He's practicing magic with a K. Magic with a K. Alright. Simple as the tree of life looks, it has been described as the mighty, all-embracing glyph of the soul of man and the universe. So they think that their perverted temple man is a glyph into the soul of the universe, when the temple is just supposed to help us get rid of our lower selves and progress. See, they give you all kinds of stupid exercises. We don't need none of that stuff. But I wanted to show you this. Look, finally, the spheres of the tree are associated with various grades of initiation. So these damn tree things, he's in initiation, so he's got to be one of these. Okay? The most commonly known of those of the Golden Dawn, the Knights of the Golden Dawn, right? That's the KKK and its successors, which use the following scheme. So they have the neophyte, the intermediate grades, the adept, the higher adept, the babe of the abyss, the master of the temple, the magus, and the ipsissimus. Ipsissimus. That's a fucked up word. But anyways, look, check it out. Master of the temple. So I think they already gave him that because he thought he was master of the temple. He thought he had brought everything back out of the temple when he hadn't even touched on anything. He barely even gave you guys a fucking double cheeseburger. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna break the whole damn thing down.
Chicken with no skin.
Yeah, chicken with no skin on it. Oh, no, son. KFC chicken with no skin? No, bro. No mashed potatoes either? Damn. No gravy? Oh, no. Anyway, master of the temple. So he's either a magus, right, which is a mage, or he's an ipsissimus. You know? So, again, to show you, look, the Hebrew alphabet is attached. Right? Abaga. Right? Or is that da? That's da. Where's the ga then? I don't know. Where's the wa, ka? Nah, you know what I'm saying? Look, they took our alphabet and they perverted it. Look, they even have the Hebrew this is paleo. This is paleo for ta. That's the 9th letter. Ta. Look, they perverted everything, people. What is wrong with you? Just get over it. I mean, you know, I'm not saying that this shit's good. You know what I'm saying? This is obviously, but the alphabet is ours. See, they had evilness and they took our evilness and they applied it to their shit. Hold on. So what are we getting? We already got the magic with the K. We got the grades. Page 58. The New Age. Welcome to the New Age. Right? That stupid fucking. See, look, there's the IHVH. This is what, Gabaria was talking about. If you haven't seen Gabaria's videos, go check him out. Servants of Yahweh, servants of YHWH Yashra'al, servants of Yahweh Yashra'al. That is the brother Gabaria. He breaks this down. He breaks a lot of stuff. He's got a skill with prophecy, man. And so, like, check this out. The IHVH, right? The IHVH. They perverted. It's not even Yahweh. They perverted it. They say it's IHVH. Right? There's your chakra. Oh, yeah, I know. This is also a cross. But see, okay, so check it out. They also use sex in magic. So are you saying sex is bad? You know, with your wife and shit like that, you know? Are you saying that's bad? Okay, but anyways. Yesod and the New Age. In this new age upon which we are embarking, call it what you will, the new age of the age of Aquarius, the Eon of Horus, Brother Gabari talked about the Eon of Horus, Armageddon, etc. Humankind has actually stood on the moon. No, they haven't. This symbolizes a great step for us all. In the terms of the Tree of Life, the complete opening up upon of the 32nd path of Malkut to Yesod. It suggests that at the end of the current age, Aeon or era, humankind will have left Earth, Malkut, and no longer exist in manifestation as we know it. Many different religions and systems of magic predict that this age, for example, Kali Yuga, the age of Kali, is the last. So they say that this new age, this golden age, the Eon of Horus, the age of Aquarius, Armageddon, the age of Kali, all this stuff is what they're looking forward to. This is their Jew world order, right? The Jew world order. They think that they're going to get away with this shit. Okay, let's go to page 61. We're going to try to get this as fast as possible. Symbols destroy the distinction between the inside and the outside of the inner vision seeks expression, and the apparent outer world seeks meaning. Symbols both mediate between and combine the two. So see that the symbols are what combines the world. You know what I'm saying? The inside and the outside, they say. This is why they use their signs and symbols and all that shit, right? See, they use the Hebrew alphabet. That's Hawad. There's no V. There's no V. Well, then how do you say Judah in Hebrew? If there's V's and O's and U's, okay, then how do you say Judah in Hebrew? And if there's O's and U's, then how do you say Levi in Hebrew? And Reuben. But anyways. Let's see. Let's keep going to 73. The power of sound. If you're having trouble with the Hebrew, go to my Hebrew dictionary lesson. As the sphere of Hod is concerned with mental magic, and the spoken word in forms of spells, grimoires, mantras, and so on, is the basis of this kind of magic, we need to look at the power of sound. Sound can be considered like an ocean of vibration that pervades everything. So see, it's pervades. This is why I spend so much time on the music, him doing with the music. It has always done so, and as far as we know, this will not change. In the beginning was the word, and in the end will be the word also. Even the quietest places, although you might not be able to hear it, there is some external sound, and internal sound is incessant. Put your fingers in your ears and listen for a while. Right? So they're saying that it's all about sound. Each letter of the alphabet, any alphabet, English as much as any so-called sacred alphabet, has an effect on the body when sounded. So this is why they have to get you speaking Yiddish. This is why they make you speak Vaz and O's and U's and E's and I's and all that shit, right? Harmony and balance may be achieved through using sounds that are beneficial to hear, to receive inside. The best known example, of course, is Om. So that stupid Om fucking crap, yeah. That's the sound that they use. That's what they're trying to use. Okay, we read about grimoires, right? Check this out. It is important when studying magic, there's with the K, in any form to pay attention to the language we use. In the last chapter was mentioned that your grammar is your grimoire. So your grammar is your grimoire. Remember the grammar, the way he spells things. What was that one? Remember we went over his music? He spells things weird on purpose. He spells things weird on purpose, and he puts caps in places on purpose and all this stuff, right? It says, and that's because they use cryptography. They use there's a whole chapter dedicated, There's a whole chapter dedicated in Manly P. Hall to cryptographs, to the fact that they use it's like that movie, that National Treasure, everyone laughing and whatever, but it's like National Treasure, man. That shit's fucking real, bro. Well, not the whole movie, but the fact that they hide things and shit. Hold on. Oh, it didn't go far enough. Chemical marriage, no. Chemical marriage. Francis Bacon did your KJV Bible, everybody. Francis Bacon, the secret Rosicrucian key. Look, Bacon cryptographically conceal in the authorized Bible, the KJV, that which he dared not literally reveal in the text, the secret Rosicrucian key to mystic and Masonic Christianity. Because your boy Look, it will be eventually be proved that the whole scheme of the authorized version of the Bible was Francis Bacon's. The first edition of the KJV contains cryptic Baconian headpiece. So if you want to know about the KJV being because Francis Bacon is the real William Shakespeare. There was a Shakespeare, but the motherfucker couldn't even read or write or do anything. So Francis Bacon took on that name, but it means something else, and he spells it different. Look, Shakespeare, right? And then there's Shakespeare. Look, Shakespeare. Shakespeare. You know what I'm saying? He even spelt it different. You know, spelling things different and doing shit like that. They're always doing that. And that's Bacon was the real person who wrote those so-called Shakespearean plays. If you want to watch the whole video, go to my video, Israel Loves Bacon. Go to my old video set. I'm telling you, go to my old video set. Israel Loves Bacon, in parentheses, Francis. Israel Loves Bacon, parentheses, Francis. And that video, I show all the proof. I show all the proof. I already did these things, man. Everybody's behind. In knowing this stuff, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's saying, a couple people are starting to wake up, but not enough. The cryptogram as a factor in symbolic philosophy. So they put cryptographics everywhere, man. Look, bilateral writing. They do bilateral alphabets. This is why sometimes it's capitalized and sometimes it's not. They do bilateral ciphers. See, they actually do ciphering, man. I'm telling you. Maybe I'll go over this chapter in a later day, most high willing. But they do cryptograms. They do ciphers and shit, man. They that national treasure shit ain't no fucking joke, yo. Look, they take everything. Look, this is the Kabbalistic and magical alphabet. See, it's cryptographic, man. They hide everything in different ways. They spell things, his grammar, man, and then the way he speaks and shit. And a connection was made between spelling, or the words that make up spelling, and casting a spell. So that's why they call it to spell things out. You know what I'm saying? Like, spell it out, you know what I mean? Like, but when they do it, they're doing it for spells, real spells, you know what I'm saying? To use words that you choose to use is a vital part of being a magician. It is particularly vital that a language of the Kabbalah where the change of one letter can change the whole meaning. Just one letter, like the magic with the C and the K. Like that, just that can change the whole meaning of the word. That's, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then, you know, I'm telling you, man. I'm freaking telling you. Let's see. What else are we getting? We don't need nothing else from there. So I'm just revealing to you his shit, man. I'm revealing to you so you guys can know, man. They get past his lies, man. Because everybody fell victim to the lies. You know what I'm saying? A major part of the work of the adept is watching for these distortions of soul energies as they appear and then transforming them into purer energy. So this is the kind of shit that Judah Naz is trying to do. He's an adept, man. He's adepted. Adept is mystery school phraseology. The word adept will be found all on through Manly P. Hall, man. You know what I'm saying? So, here we go. Let's get, what else? 110 through 111. You want me to show you what he's doing? Okay, this thing right here, this is the universe. This is this is where they got the Big Bang Theory from. This right here matches up with the Big Bang Theory. Look, conversation with the guardian angel. So this is what it's not a guardian angel, bro. It's fucking Satan, bro. It's whoever you think you're talking to, that's not who you're talking to. Conversation with the guardian angel is also sometimes called knowledge and conversation with the holy guardian angel, abbreviated KCHGA, or simply the inner dialogue, okay? Look, this is represented by a symbol such as a dove, a light, an angel, a radiant, wise old person, and so on. The guardian angel is such a symbol. The angel may be described as a link with the spiritual realms or the transmitter of the next step. The guardian angel resides in the Teferath, and conversation with this angel is primary work of this sphere. So Judah's been doing this, man. He's been getting in contact with so-called guardian angels. You think that those are his guardian angels, huh?
Nah,
that he's gonna.
That's he think that dude, his close friend that died.
Yeah, whoever died and who he's talking to, he thinks he's talking. That ain't him, bro. That ain't him. And your packs and stuff, man. Bro. The angel may be either or both sexes. So you're talking androgynous shit, dude? Man. Bro, don't tell me that fucking Mr. C shit, man. Come on, bro. Androgynism? Dude, really? That would be a mindfuck and a half. The work of contacting and conversing with your guardian angel is vital to your progress. Aleister Crowley said it was a matter of utmost and primary importance to the individual to have this conversation, and that nothing else compares with it in importance. So, you're following the words of Aleister Crowley now? God. Gurdjieff describes the same process as catching a soul, and also gave it primary importance. All religions except those based primarily on faith, so that's ours, believe this contact to be vital. It is a way of forging a link between the temporal and the eternal. We don't do stuff like that. We don't do stuff like that. We have a high priest that goes into the Holy of Holies once a year to speak with the angels to make atonement for us. We don't do shit like this. We don't summon things. We don't summon things. What the fuck? Since when? Saul was the one person I thought, I know that's some shit, and look what happened to him. Which vendor? The three key words involved in checking the validity of a message from your angel are discrimination, interpretation, and sense of rightness. It is also worth remembering that the angel might tell you its name. If you hear your angel's name, never share it with anyone else. Wow. It is prime secret of your life and a word of the greatest power. This is it because by knowing your angel's name, you can then summon him or her at will. So now these things, remember it said that he thinks he's mighty enough to control these things? It says, many images are associated with the source of the inner guidance. In usual occult parlance, you have already seen it is called the Holy Guardian Angel, Aguidus, right? Or daemon, right? Demon. Other common images are the sun, a diamond, a fountain, a star, an angel, an eagle, a dove, a phoenix, Christ, Buddha, the wise old man, or the woman. So he could be used as a bunch of different symbols, man. And then they even give you the damn procedure to contact this motherfucker. And this, this dude, and in fact, this kind of reminds me, he perverted the real 364-day calendar. Because I brought that out, and I did this little thing on it. I didn't break it down hardcore, but he perverted it. He took my shit, this is not even mine, it's the Most High shit. He took it and perverted it. And look, and he put his little blacked out right eye, which I'm gonna get that in Zechariah 11. But this is the same thing. He's trying to do this with this. This is just a cover for this. He's not doing anything in righteousness. Let's see. What else do we got? 135. 135. We're almost at an hour. We're making all right time. We're going through it a little faster than I thought, I guess. Okay. 135. What am I doing? Oh, gods of the spheres. You have already learned that all the gods and goddesses relate through their different aspects to many or all of the spheres. The names of gods and goddesses represent magical formula, the use of which sets relevant energies in motion, right? Most gods' names are complex, involving attributions with one or more sphere, sometimes several. This is partly due to the complex nature of the god force described by the name, the force, right? Partly due to the popularity of many of these gods in the past and their identification with the interests of each set of worshippers. A god name should be taken to mean all the related ideas necessary to make up the complete description of any particular god force. Each individual attribution represented the part of the totality. So he's using god forces. Remember the god of forces, man? Like, he's using God forces. Look, we're going to get that, and then we're going to get some scripture on this, too. Look, he's worshiping the God of forces. Watch. Where's that stupid shit that he said? Where's the force one? I think he did it on the bigger one. Oh, wait. It might be on these ones where he was telling me, you don't have much time left in the truth. Forces does not mean demons, dipshit. So he's using forces, right? He said, I'm summoning demons. He's a fucking liar. Fit to teach. Fell off. Teaching going off. Video with scriptures where I'm going off, but he can't. Because when he does, I'm going to use the force. Oh, right there. Because when he does, I'm going to use the force from the Torah and show scripture for scripture where the people can find what I'm talking about. Push or pull equals force. Knock him off the foundation equals Torah. No. You're doing God of the spheres, talking about God forces and shit, sending demons on motherfuckers. Okay. Let's see, what else do we... Oh, and okay, let's get the actually, we're going to go to Daniel. We're going to go to the book of Daniel real quick. Because we saw forces, right? He works with forces. Well, let's look up forces, right? Let's go with Daniel, chapter 11. Okay. 9, 10, 11. Let's go to Daniel 11:35. Right. Some of the wise men will stumble in clarifying these words and in elucidating and interpreting when the time of the end will be, for it is not yet for a designated time. So see, there's going to be... he's stumbling, man. He can't clarify the words. He stumbles. He can't clarify the words. He can't he can't elucidate or interpret the time of the end, bro. This is why he's fucking sweating. This is why he has to do witchcraft and shit. But he will honor the God of the fortresses when in his place, and he will honor a God whom his ancestors did not know, with gold and with silver, with precious stones and with desirable objects. This is also representative of the pure silver, that whiteness. That's the gold and then the silver. You know what I'm saying? The gold and then silver. The golden idol and the silver, the white light, you know? And it says, and he will build strong fortresses in honor of a strange God. He will accord great honor to whomever he acknowledges, right? To Lunar. Oh, you guys are fine, right? He's the one that gives the honor, right? Not the Most High, right? No, the Most High is the one that gives the honor. He will empower them over the multitudes, and he will apportion land at a price, which means spiritually he's trying to give people land, trying to give people the Torah, but at a price. Anyways, so fortresses, right? The God of fortresses. In the Hebrew, the word is 4581 in the Hebrew. It's ma'aziam, right? Hold on, 38. It is ma'aziam. Right? Wa la Allah, right? And towards the God Ma'aziam. Ma'aziam 4581 is forces. The God of forces. Al Kanal. So let's see, look. Ma'aziam. It means forces. The God of fortresses or forces or any fortress. That's why he has to open the gate. Open the gate to the fortress. Which goes in with protocols. Which actually links in with the protocols of Zion. This is the Synagogue of Satan book. We are going to be busting out this shit real soon and bringing out all the fuck shit that the Jews did. I already exposed the protocols of Zion. If you haven't seen my videos, go check out the protocols of Zion videos. But, you know, okay, so what did the Jews say? Right lies in force. They use force, man, but what do you think their force is? Not only is it a physical force, but it's a spiritual force. Their rights lie in force, man. They force motherfuckers. I'm gonna be bringing out the fact that the Holocaust was bullshit real motherfucking soon. So Amalek, fuck you, and prepare to get your neck slit off. Your little my 6 million Jews. Nah, bullshit on the gas chambers. Bullshit on everything. I'm gonna call your ass out on this one. I ain't afraid to talk about that shit. So check it out. So let's go back. Let's go to 143 now. So he's using forces, man. He's using gods. He's using demons. Okay, so this is Da'ath, right? This is the abyss. He's in this shit, man. He's worshiping the fall godhead. When people worship Da'ath, they're atheists, right? What does it say about Da'ath? Da'ath is the gate of access to the reverse side of the tree, which is the zone of the Qlifath, or the Qlifath, right? Demons, disease, and so on. This zone is also equated in an occult manner to a state that is not a state. The tunnels of Set. Okay? That's what he's doing. He's going to the tunnels of Set. Doth is the gate of access. Did he not say that he was fucking with gateways? Did he not say that he knows the knowledge of gateways? Check it out. The knowledge of gateways. I was revealed the knowledge of gateways. Doth is the gate of access to the reverse side of the tree, which is the zone of the Qlifath, or demons, or disease. Didn't he say, Rob, I'm gonna fucking fuck you up, and there's no scripture. Look, what's in you can't be helped with scripture, fella. Didn't I tell you? As long as you stay, you're under my control. Tell them, Rob, does Judah and Nazar control you? Tell the people, go ahead and admit it. There's a force that makes you do what I want you to do. Don't you always have to hide and sneak around certain things? Laughing my ass off. Tell the people it's not a joke. You're under a demon and I control you. Tell the people, if you block me or delete me, I'm going to make you go off even harder. Didn't I tell you what I am doing to you? Man, I'm telling you, he's opening gates to let go of demons, man. He said it himself. He chases look, he runs toward the dragon. Look, I ain't the only one who knows this. In fact, those who know also know I'm strong enough to bind and provoke Rob's associates, the gateways and doors. What an unhappy possession. So he's possessing. Where does it say to possess people in the Torah? What? It's because this dude's fucking around with the gate of access. He's going to the reverse side of the tree where there's nothing but demons and diseases. The tunnels of Set. Right? Look, check this out. In the abyss, a great demon. So over here, because this is in the abyss, this is where he's in, Doth is in the abyss. Doth is right here. Right? Which is where your heart is in this thing. If this is a man, that would be your heart. So he's relying on his heart, right? The demon is called Corazon, which is really close to Corazon, which is Spanish for heart. Corazon is met. It is the archdemon of dispersion of the individual's fake knowledge. So his ass is getting dispersed. His fake knowledge is getting dispersed. And is therefore sometimes described as the consumer of human consciousness. Wow. So Judah's consciousness will literally be consumed at one point or another. As we read, he will call his debt, and then he'll be fucked. Okay, 150. Let's go to page 150 and 151. So see, now this is where this comes from. The Caducees links in with all that stuff. Okay, growth and initiation. Growth and initiation can take place in terms of the tree in two directions. From the bottom up, right? The ascent of the individual towards the spiritual, or from the top down, the descent of the spiritual energy onto the individual. Sometimes the first process from the bottom up is termed mysticism, and the process from the top down is magic. So at first, he was doing mysticism, and then once you make it, they say, then you go to the reverse side of the tree of Doth, right? Doth is not situated on the tree life, thus it is given the Sephiroth that is not a Sephiroth. It is usually given no number. There's no plane equivalent to it, although it is situated in the middle of the abyss, because you're supposed to make it through the 10 Sephiroths, and then they take you to the reverse side of the tree. They call it the number 11 Sephiroth. Look, Doth is attributed to the number 11 and is called the 11th sphere. It is appropriate because 11 is the number of magic, of energy tending to change. Number 11 is the first step after the full cycle of 10 is complete. This complies with the attribution of Doth as the next step indicator. So he took that next step indicator and went to the reverse side of the tree, and now this motherfucker's in the tunnels of Set, opening gateways and shit to let loose demons and stuff, man. You know what I'm saying? It's evil, man. He's doing real fucked up evil. Okay, so like I said, he went up, he completed it, now he's on the reverse side, and now he's producing magic. So first he was just into mysticism, now he's into magic. Okay, let's go to 159. Okay. It says, this is the way of mysticism, of devotion to a god, guru, or ideal, or cause. So at first, this is what he had everybody on. This is what he was trying to do, group magic. We're going to see that. He was trying to do group magic, and this is what he was doing at first. Mysticism, a devotion to a god, guru, or ideal, Haile Selassie. The devotion of this type is intense, and they are often completely dedicated to their work. They have a great urge for unity and union with their desired transcendent goal. And this is why Judah Nazareth was always like, we gotta get as much knights as possible. Blah, blah, blah. He needed as many people as possible doing this witchcraft in order to achieve the goal. On the negative side, they often lack joy in their lives and are overly serious. That's Judah. Often they don't see alternatives and want to convert others to their own true way. They include those who become harsh fanatics and fundamentalists. Their task is to enlarge themselves both mentally and emotionally and refine their sense of devotion. So this is why he's mad, because no one's devoted to him anymore, because everyone's waking up to his spells. This is the way of magic, of organization, right? Matter is such a way to change consciousness, both inner and outer planes. So he's practicing magic because he's making Rob change consciousness. People of this type tend to be organizers, making order out of chaos. There's that order out of chaos stance, what Judas was doing. He's COINTELPRO. They're in touch with purpose and how to achieve that purpose. They are disciplined at their chosen creative tasks. So he's disciplined. He's very, in this thing. Although not as inspired as the beauty type, they will usually get a lot more done. So, so he may not be most beautiful, they say, but he'll get the shit done. They give tremendous attention to detail, are in touch with the rhythms of life. On the negative side, they are often controlled by routines, and their endless organization can be boring both to themselves and others. They can also be rigid and, if given the opportunity, bureaucratic. So this is Judah. This is what he's going through right now. Okay, more gates, right? Look, the Qliphoth. Da'ath is the gate to the reverse side of the tree of life, this negative, dark, or evil tree that exists behind the usual. So not only was he was actually doing the Kabbalah tree of life, he was not performing the Temple Man. He was not performing the law of Ezekiel 43:10-12. He was actually in the tree doing this shit. He was doing this shit. And now he's on the reverse side. The gate, man. Do we have to get it again? He said he had knowledge of gateways. What do you think that fucking means? This is Masonic code words. Look at how he has it bolded. Remember his grimoire? Knowledge of gateways. Robrak is controlled by beings. No. Bind, provoke. This is witchcraft. Come on, man. Wake the fuck up, guys. Wake the fuck up. The outward tree is the world of the Qliphoth, the singular Qliphoth. These are the demons, literally harlots or shells of the positive energies. So these demons are harlots. These are the he's run into the harlot's house. He went into the whorehouse, man. He went into the brothel, yo. He fed into the most. Wow, that's hold on. I have to get that script because that's deep as hell for what's going on right now. See, the Most High prophesied all these things. Everybody, this is prophecy coming true, and then all of you guys are mad. All you guys are mad. Hold on. Oh, man. Oh, here we go. Jeremiah 5. Jeremiah 5:7. Why should I forgive you for this, Judas? Your children have forsaken me. They swear by non-gods. I made them affluent. So he made you affluent, but they acted adulterously. They converged upon a brothel. They were like well-fed horses, right? So you converged upon a brothel. Let's go to Hosea 13:8-9. You converged upon the brothel, man. What's wrong with you? You messing with them Qliphoths, man? Okay, so 13:8-9. What does it say? I will encounter them like a bereaved bear and rip open the enclosure of their heart. I will devour them there like a lion. The beasts of the field will split them open. You have destroyed yourself, Israel, for you rebelled against me. Your help I will be. But where is your king that he may save you in all your cities, and your judges whom you said, give me a king and officers? I give you a king in my anger, and I will take him away in my fury. So he set up Judah in his anger, but he is going to take him away in his fury. And because he converged upon the brothel. The brothel, we just read, are these the qliphothic harlots. Okay. This is everything positive has a negative side. The negative of the goodwill, for example, might be unprovoked anger. The qliphoth or qliphotic forces radiate negative qualities, the reverse of the positive qualities in the front side of the tree. So see, he's fucking with man. This dude is fucking with some high level witchcraft. Okay, look. Remember the principles of inclusion. Do not cut anything off or try to discard it, however negative it may appear. So, what? Aren't you supposed to sacrifice your lower self? Aren't you supposed to get rid of all the negative and all the selfish, evil, sinful shit and then rise above and be pure and holy and clean? But they don't want that, do they? They want you to not cut it off or discard it. It is better to transform and absorb it, harmonize it, and create an active, dynamic balance within yourself. So they want to, that's that whole yin and yang shit, man. They want you to balance yourself out with evil, good and evil. They want you to be the tree of good and evil instead of just being a tree of life. You know what I'm saying? If you look into the correspondence tables, you will find comprehensive lists of demons, qliphotic entities, and the like. It was believed in the past that these creatures prolonged their existence by preying on the vital fluids, for example, semen and vaginal secretions. So see, these demons, they feed on these fluids. This is where vampirism comes from. See, of the living. This is the origin of the vampire, who is a particular kind of demonic entity, typical of the type that exists on vital fluids, in this case, blood. It is true that these are phantom forms created by sexual desire or morbid craving which exists within the qliphoth, but these are only a small part of the total demonology. So see, man, he's phantom. The phantom, that links in with Amos 5:26, saying that the deity, he's worshiping Priapus, he's worshiping the bull, which is a shade, phantom, illusion, idol, grave, shadow of death, longed for. That's who he's worshiping these phantom forms, man. It is also true contact with these creatures can be beneficial if directed in clarity and clear purpose. No, bro. It's not. No, don't, Judas. The magical system of Abramelin uses this form of contact with good effect. And I showed you all a picture of Abramelin in the last video. So you know who he is. But anyways, look at they feed off vital fluids, man. This is why these motherfuckers drain energy and they do all kinds of funky shit, man. These dudes is doing massive evil. This inevitably leads to contact with Coranzon, the boss, as it were, of all demons. So have you talked to Coranzon, Judas? Have you talked to Coranzon? In the correspondence tables for each sphere, you will find a category of physical disorders, listing the most commonly occurring disorders as attributed to the various paths of the trees. They represent, in one sense, the result of what happens if the demons or qliphoth get to you. Disease of these kinds are the result of these forces on the body. This is particularly true with viruses. So they're sending diseases on us, man. This way it says they drain energy and shit, man. This is what they do. They send magic force. They'll make you feel tired. They'll make you feel sluggish. They'll drain your forces from your body, man. This dude's all about force, positive forces, right? May deal with these. Look, the way to deal with these disorders is through contacting with the appropriate positive force to counteract the intrusion of the demon. So they're saying you have to go talk to your little angel to heal what the demon is saying. This is nonsense, man. See, but look at what they do. They throw disease on you. They're diseasing us, man. He's doing high level witchcraft to make us sick. We're sick, man. He made us sick. All these people are with their witchcraft are making everyone sick. Okay, we got that. Diseases. Oh, let me see. Hold on. I have a footnote for the diseases. Let me see. Oh, Protocol 10 from the Protocols of Zion. Oh, yeah, because this is why they do the diseases. Check this out. If you go to the Protocols of Zion, right, and you go to Protocol number 10, right here. Look. But yourselves perfectly well know that to produce the possibility of the expression of such wishes by all the nations, it is indispensable to trouble in all countries the people's relations with their governments. so as to utterly exhaust humanity with dissension, hatred, struggle, envy, and even by the use of torture and by starvation, by the inoculation of diseases, by wants, so that the Goyim see no other issue than to take up refuge in our complete sovereignty in money and in all else. So they hit you with inoculation of diseases. Judas Nazura is inoculating people with his disease, with his diseases. He is inoculating people with the disease of witchcraft. He's summoning demons and spirits on people, man. He's controlling Rob Rack. He already told you this. He told you himself. Now let's keep on going. Okay, so check this out. The city of the pyramids. Remember, the pyramid represents they built it in honor of Mount Hermon. Associated with Bina is the magical cup into which it is set. So magical cup, so that there's your Bacchus, right? Because Bacchus is represented by the cup. The adept who crosses the abyss must drain every last drop of his blood. So once you cross that abyss, so Judah had to drain every last bit of his blood to cross that abyss. The gulf between the nominal world and the phenomenal world. Everything has to be given up. Everything, that is, which exists within the duality of the creation below the abyss. So he had to give up everything for this. The adept who achieves this crossing, this is why who will give up his soul to gain the world, right? The adept who achieves this crossing is said to be in the city of the pyramids. Each pyramid representing the remains of a successful adept. So now there's just this city of pyramids that they go to, and all these pyramids represent the successful adepts. So now they're worshiping the people that successfully worship the fallen angels. There is a rebirth into spirit, and the adept, now called the master of the temple, so he's reached this, is sometimes symbolically represented as a gardener whose sole purpose is tending of the garden of his own care. Remember this garden. This garden is also the connections with the world of the master of the temple was left behind. You know, the Left Behind series, left behind only in order that it may be found again in a new transformed light. So the left behind, and then people find the new transformed light and all this shit. This is what he's doing. He's in the city of the pyramids, man. He's the master of the so-called temple, right? But not the real temple, man. The perverted temple, man. We all seen his Darth Vader temple. Look, the words of the aeons. This is the sphere of the Magus. This is him, a perfect magician who has achieved complete self-knowledge and knows fully his or her true will or spiritual purpose. The adept, on attaining to this sphere and becoming a magus or magus, utters a word which represents his will. This word compels everything in the world below the abyss to be seen in the light of that word. So he's using words as witchcraft, and you're just going to see everything. You're going to see through his glasses, through his light that he's putting. What the magus, this is why we have to come and be the true light to the Gentiles. And our own people. What the magus believes he wills, and what he wills is created exactly as he imagines it to be created. So see, look, this is the unusual state for a human being to achieve, but in this new age, it is more attainable than ever before. So see, this new age, they're pushing to the new age. He's part of this new Jew world order, man. He's their magus. He's their mage. He's their sellout Hebrew that didn't worship the God of his forefathers, that turned to a God of forces, and he's building up walls to these forces, and he's doing all this shit, right? Woo! We're finally on to the second part, the second page, man. Okay. We already got the city of pyramids. The city of pyramids, right? The Kundi Jebus. Oh, shit. Hold on. I need to grab a book. I wanted to show you Kundalini Jesus. With the city of the pyramids, right? Because we were talking about city of pyramids. Ow. Okay. This is in the Masonic and Occult Illustrated. This is Kundalini Jesus. See, he's in the spirit, in the city of the pyramids. This is Judas Naz. This is where he's at now, which means he probably did Kundi. Man, that's nasty. The initiate, look, becomes overflowing river of love, affecting those he comes in contact with. I bet. Look, dragonflies. See, dragonflies play. He runs towards the dragon. Look, he's rooted in the tree of life. He's rooted in evil. The serpent has him wrapped around. He is under the wings. He's attached to the wings of the eagle. He worships the sun, and he worships, he's in the pyramid of the cities. Okay, I think we're done with those books. Let's see, what else do we have to get? Picks the city of the pyramids. Did I have pictures for that? Oh, watch. Look, that's why. I have from the Manly P. Hall. There's this pyramid thing. Watch. I wonder if I have it. Hold on. Slack. Got a little held up. I'm just trying to figure out where I was. No, I don't have it. Anyway, City of the Pyramids, you know what's up. Okay. Let's keep on going so we can finish. 170, page 170. Okay, so we got 170. City of the Pyramids, we got the Aeons, right. Just to let you know, Mystery Shekinah, they use sex magic, you know what I mean. Let's see. Hold on, let me switch up hands so I can navigate this fucker. Okay, so now we're going to 187. Okay. Making contact with other beings. So this is what he's doing. The Kabbalah helps you to make contact with extra-dimensional beings. By extra-dimensional is meant any being or entity outside yourself and or part of yourself that you may choose, consciously or unconsciously, to view as being extra-dimensional to you. This being the case, the use of the tree is implicit in all the other uses described above. So this is it, man. These extra-dimensional beings may be best understood in the terms of their sphere of operation. Terrestrial entities, astral entities, right? This is what he's doing. He's getting in contact with these so-called... See, Da'ath is the access point to the realms of the reverse side of the tree, the Qlifoth, all demons, and so on, the inhabitant of recesses of your being, the residence also of the archdemon Koranzon, the demon of dispersion. This is why everything keeps getting dispersed, and we keep breaking up and all this shit, man, is because he is he's channeling the archdemon Corazon, which through his access points or his gates. Remember, he keeps talking about these gates. I was given the knowledge of gates. Right? Extra-dimensional beings. This is the subject of particular disagreement, at least in terminology, if not in essence, between the psychological, mystical, and magical approaches of the growth using the tree of life. In this previous chapter, the definition of extra-dimensional beings was clearly stated as any being or entity outside yourself and or part of yourself that you may choose consciously or unconsciously to view as being outside of you. This definition attempts to be acceptable to everyone, as it does not imply that these beings have any specific existence to their own, though it also implies they could have. This seems to be nearest to the truth. So see, this is why they're playing word games, man. This is why Judah is like, oh, I'm not summoning demons, it's just the force, right? No, you said beings, bro, by beings, controlled by beings that you bind and provoke, and you said over here that he's under a demon. So... Let's see. See, because it says, what does matter is that in practical terms, they appear to exist and contact can be made with them, so long as the messages they bring are of use to the development and growth of the adept and ultimately to the development of planetary consciousness, all is well. So they try to justify that shit. 191, 192. The matter of your guardian angel is called by another name. So, exists inside or outside you, is imagination or fantasy, is real or unreal, as long as the message he or she brings is the value to your growth. So, like, oh, it doesn't matter as long as they help you grow, right? You know, they can bring you whatever, as long as they help you grow. No, bro. Look. The mystic is basically involved with going up to the temple to have the experience, the magician is involved with bringing the energy back down to manifest it into the everyday world. See, he went up through his false, he perverted the temple to, instead of elevating yourself in your mind, for goodness and righteousness, he went up, right, got to the great white light, and then now he's coming back down to be a magician. Now he's producing magic. He's a magician. A real magician. Let's see, let's go to 218. Hold on. Let's go to 218. Sorry, this is another long one. I just have to fully expose all this shit, and then I'm done with him. Go back to the regular studies. Rituals may be classified in two kinds: personal, individual rituals, and collective and group rituals. So see, this is what he was doing. He was trying to get group rituals going. It is often said that the purpose of the most rituals is to invoke or evoke or provoke, right, deities or gods, so that their knowledge and or power may be conferred upon the individual or group performing the ritual. This is true and coherent with the arguments just presented when it is seen that all deities represent parts or aspects of the individual or group. So see, these deities, these beings, these gods, right? He's provoking them. He's invoking them. We already saw it. We saw that. He says, I'm provoking demons. I'm provoking this. Watch. Where did he say the provoke? Bind and provoke. Robs us. I'm strong enough to bind and provoke. He's doing these things, man. This is what Judah's doing. Deity thus represents a personification of energy. So see, the energy, the push-pull energy, right? And a ritualist would identify with the deity to obtain the concurrent energy that the deity represents. So see, he's doing this. This is all, man, I'm telling you. Look, a group should be viewed as a temporary aid to growth and not a fixed principle. So see, this is why he's so quick to cast everyone off and all this shit, because he's just doing it for his own growth, so to speak. The group working together can be compared to a single entity with the same constituent parts as an individual entity. This is why he's like, oh yeah, we're all the same, we're all the same, we're all the same. Since when? Since when is anybody equal? I'm sorry, everybody, but since when is everybody equal? That's Masonic talk. Did I not show you in the synagogue of Satan that life, equality, that even nature doesn't have equals? There is no equals. There is no equals. I'm sorry, everybody, but the Most High has favorites, and the Most High chooses one above the other. He puts those lower than others. He gives everybody their different portions. But Judah's like, oh no, I'm not above anybody. No, dude, you were the fucking leader of the shit, dude. You were wiser than everybody. You were the oldest of everybody. You were the head, man. You were more special than everybody else, bro. But no, you kept playing that witchcraft, trying to make yourself... It's witchcraft, man. It's reverse psychology. Oh, I'm not that important, when he knew he was that important, but then so that everybody would feel sorry for him. And it's all psychology. It's all bullshit. It's all fucking bullshit. Man, I hope this is really sinking in for everybody. Because if not... A successful ritual needs to include the whole group in all its aspects. This is why he's so mad when everything was breaking up, right? The 5 main techniques that can be used to help make the work of the group cohesive are love, meditation, sharing, silence, and communication. Some of the obstacles to these are criticism, personal attachment, glamour of freedom, and all types of communication breakdown. So he tried to get the group magic working, but it didn't end up happening. This is why he hates me so much, is because I didn't let this shit happen. It is up to the individual through the spirit and power of Yahweh Akkad. Kahalal Yahweh Zaba'awat Akkad. It is up to the individual members of a group to follow their own course of action for dealing with their individual problems and blocks. In the actual preparation for a group ritual, however, individuals may all perform the same procedures, helping themselves individually and also helping the preliminary integration of the group, right? So see... Elimination, elevation, contacting self through aspiration, prayer. See, that he was trying to get us to do group ritual work. He needed the group ritual work to further himself. And then he got what he needed, so now he's gone because they gave him the gates. Glamour may be described as the attribution of false values and or exaggerated importance to people, objects, situation, and most frequently ourselves. And he even didn't he try to tell me fucking glamour? Didn't he try to tell me some shit like that? Hold on. Oh, man. Let me see. Oh, glory dog, he said. Manchu DJ. Whatever. Anyways, he's a fucking demon. Oh. So anyways, he's look. Once identified, a glamour may be dissipated by one or more of the following: disidentification, awareness of right proportion. So basically, he's just getting rid of, because glamour was he let glamour slip in the shit, and then now he's trying to get rid of it. So he's just doing which it's all Kabbalah, man. He's just following what his masters gave him to do. Invocation is then the calling down or in of the force, and is always performed in a circle. Invocation is then the calling down or in of the force. Didn't he say, I use the force, Luke? But I'm going to use the force, right? What did he tell Rob? Right? What did he tell Rob? You're under a demon, right? Use the force, right? Evocation is calling up or out all energies, at least apparently externally, into a triangle which is situated outside the magician's circle. So they're teaching you how to do all this nonsense. And Judas Nazareth knows how to do all of this. It says, through these processes, the adept's consciousness is turned to the appropriate energy or deity, and this charges the desired end. Right, thus making it manifestation at least possible, if not assured. The ritual may have a specific goal. For example, the celebration of a festival, self-purification, planetary peace, the gaining of money, acquisition of love. In fact, anything. But ultimately and always, the process involves whatever. But anyway, so he's doing it to oppress people, though. These processes have been described more fully above. Ceremonial magic, despite all its apparent complication and trappings, is no different than any other ritual in its purpose, intention, and plan. Gods and goddesses or deities are natural phenomena which can be interpreted as beings. So see, he can be interpreted as beings. He's worshiping gods and goddesses or deities, man. That's what he said. Did he not say beings? I summon fucking beings. Look. Rob Rack is controlled by beings. It sounds like a joke, but I ain't the only one who knows this. In fact, those who know this also know I'm strong enough to bind and provoke Rob's associates through gateways and doors. He's telling you guys, and you guys are just so entranced that none of you pick it up. It says they're beings, man. The beings, gods and goddesses, usually akin to a human in nature and type, but transcending the human in power. These natural phenomena. So see, he's human in type. It may look, whoever you think it is, Judas, it's not them. But transcending the human power, these natural phenomena are caused by activities of the same nature as we can go recognizing ourselves, right? But this takes place on the higher or deeper plane, which is invisible to our personal usual perception. Ceremony magical attempts to bring the energies from these other planes into manifestation on our earth plane. There can be various names, right, within the culture, let alone in different ones, for the same deity or energy. So it's the same deity or energy. Didn't he say? Push, pull, force. You know what I'm saying? Force, energy, force. It's fucking all the same shit. The angry god can be called Thor or Mars. The names given to these energies in no way changes the nature of the energy. So you can call it whatever you want, bro, but it don't change the energy. The true formula of a god, as opposed to the common name, may, however, be more specific. The magical formula or true name of a god can set his or her energy in motion. Finding the right or true formula is not always easy. However, generally speaking, the Hebrew gods' names are fairly true and effective. Hebrew god names. So they take, because they know our Hebrew language is so powerful, that's why they take it. That's why they use his titles, because they know the titles of the Most High are powerful. And especially his true name, they know if we have his true name, that's power. That's true power. But they're trying to go off to these other gods and demons. They're not going to Yahweh. Invocation, inflaming the being in prayer, turning off the inner dialogue, holding the God force image one appointedly. So this is what he's been doing. So I can't get distracted. Right? Throughout the chapter on the spheres of the trees, you have learned the instruments and symbols associated with each sphere. These are the weapons used in ceremonial magic, both for correspondence purposes and for actual enactment of the ritual. The diagram opposite shows that correspondence to the major weapons of the tree life, which can be we can usefully look at some of these in little. So the temple, the circle, the altar, the scourge, dagger, chains, the oil, the wand, cup, sword, pentacle, the lamp, and the robe. So he's using these things. The perverted temple, the perverted all this shit. He's doing all of this witchcraft. 230. Just to let you know, look. Sexual and ceremonial magic. So they use sex for ceremonial magic. Just letting you know, if you're gonna bash on that, bash on sex too, right? 232. Oh yeah, look, the Kabbalah is therefore the living temple of the Holy Ghost. So that's what Judah Naz is doing. This is his living temple to his Holy Ghost, which is his Koranzon, his demons, all his shit. That's what that is. It is not, that, I repeat, right there, is not this. This is the true temple man. Anyways, let's get 239 to 240, the correspondence tables. Oh, yeah, okay. Why did I want to come here? Oh. Look. Nothing in the Kabbalah is fixed, so they just use everything, you know what I'm saying? And then also, like I said, so they use our alphabet, they use windows, doors, nails, foes, pens, hands, they use the names, they use colors, they use almonds, cedars, cypress, rose, so all this, you're gonna have to throw all this out. Right? If that fennel, German juniper, cinnamon, hyssop, margarine, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, guys. But anyways, we're done with that. Let me just go a little bit further, and then I'm gonna cut it off and make another little video just taking care of the scripture aspect of it. So now we're gonna go back into the synagogue of Satan, and we're gonna go back into the protocols of Zion within the synagogue of Satan and learn what is going on. Judah is COINTELPRO. All in all, basically what this shows is he was raised from birth to do this. Let me show you. Look, the second secret requisite for the success of our government is comprised in the following. To multiply to such extent national failings, habits, and passions, condition of civil life, that it will be impossible for anyone to know where he is in the resulting chaos, which is what's happening now on the big scale, so that the people in consequence will fail to understand one another. Yeah, that's happening for sure. This measure will also serve us in another way, namely to sow discord in all parties, to dislocate all collective forces which are still unwilling to submit to us, and to discourage any kind of personal initiative which might in any degree hinder our affair. And that's why they hate us, because we do not submit to Amalek. We bear our arms to Amalek, but Judah submitted. There is nothing more dangerous than personal initiative. If it has genius behind it, such initiative can do more than can be done by millions of people among whom we have sown discord. So even though they have their high priest, wizard Judah Nazareth, the words of Yahweh are going to prevail, always. We must so direct the education of the Goyim communities that whenever they come upon a matter requiring initiative, they may drop their hands in despairing impotence. So he wants us to fail. He wants everybody to fail and drop their hands. The strain which results from freedom of action saps the forces when it meets the freedom of another. From this collision arise gave moral shocks, disenchantments, and failures. But all these means we shall so wear down the Goyim that they will be compelled to offer us international power of a nature that by its position will enable us without any violence to gradually to absorb all the state force of the world and to form a super government, the Jew world order. In place of the rulers today, we shall also set up a bogey which will be called the super government. Administration, its hands will reach out in all directions like nippers, and its organization will be of such colossal dimensions it cannot fail to subdue all the nations of the world. So they think they're going to succeed in their Jew world order, and they infiltrated the Knights. They infiltrated us with Judah. They had him set it up. You know what I'm saying? But the Shamurai have risen. So it ain't gonna work. Hold on, it's locked up. Hold on 1 second. I gotta check. I don't know why my dog's going off and barking. Look. Only one trained from childhood for independent rule can have understanding of the words that can be made up of the political alphabet. So this dude, Protocol 1, was trained from his childhood. They trained him up in Rastafarianism, and then they sent him off into Judaism to teach everyone. Look, behold the alcoholized animals, right? And he's bemused with drinks, the right to and moderate use of which comes along with freedom. It is not for us and ours to walk that road. The peoples of the Goyim are bemused with alcoholic liquors. Their youth have grown stupid on classicism and from early immorality, into which it has been inducted by our special agents. So he's a special agent. By tutors, lackeys, governesses in the house of the wealthy, by clerks, and by others, by our women in places of dissipation, frequented by the Goyim. In the manner of these last I count the so-called society ladies, voluntary followers of the others in corruption and luxury. So they've got plants everywhere. They've got agents everywhere. And the Judah is no different. Protocol number 8. Let's go to protocol number 8 now. Slack. We're almost done with this little set. And then... our dictorate must surround itself with all these forces of civilization among which it will have to work. It will surround itself with publicists, practical jurists, administrators, diplomats, finally with persons prepared by a special super educational training in our special school. So what special school do you go to, Judas? These persons will have cognizance of all the secrets of the social structure. They will know all the languages that can be made up by political alphabets and words. They will be made acquainted with the whole underside of human nature, with all its sensitive chords on which they will have to play. These chords are the cast mind of the Goyim, their tendencies, shortcomings, vices, qualities, and particularly of classes and conditions. So they train this motherfucker real well. Don't let him fool you, man. They train this motherfucker so well. Okay, so let's go to protocol 15. Then I'm gonna go shut that dog up. When we at last definitely come into our kingdom by the aid of the coup d'etat prepared everywhere for one and the same day after the worthlessness of all the existing forms of government have been definitely acknowledged, and not a little time will pass before that comes about, perhaps even a whole century, which is 100 years, and that happened. We shall make it our task to see that against us such plots as shall no longer exist, right? Every new kind of new institution of anything like a secret society will also be punished with death. Those of them which are now in existence are known to us. So they knew about the Judah. I didn't know, man. I thought he was just a sincere brother, but apparently he was set up to gather us all up. Shh, read it! A new kind of institution, right? It says they already, look, punished by death, existence, Shalak, my dog's freaking going crazy. Serve us and have served us. We shall disband, look, they are known to us, serve us, and have served us. We shall disband and send into exile to continents far removed from Europe. This is why they banned Judah Naz's ass to Japan. And I'm going to show that in prophecy and in scripts that this was prophesied that he would be banned there. In this way, we shall proceed with those Goy Masons who know too much. Right? So he knows too much. He's a Goy Mason to them. He's a Goy Mason that knows too much. Such of these as we may for some reason spare will be kept for constant fear of exile. We shall promulgate a law making all forms of members of secret societies liable to exile from Europe as the center of our rule. So see, right there. Let's see. So he was exiled. That's it. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be exiled even more. Meantime, however, until we come into our kingdom, we will act in the contrary way. We shall create and multiply Freemasonic lodges in all the countries of the world, absorb them all, and absorb into them all that may become or who are prominent in public activity. For these lodges we shall find our principal intelligent office and means of influence. All these lodges we shall bring under one central administration, known to us alone and to all others absolutely unknown. The Great White Brotherhood, which will be composed of our learned elders, the Great Red Brotherhood, Lodges will have their representatives who will serve to screen the above-mentioned administration of masonry, and from whom will issue the watchword and program. So the watchword and the program comes from the higher-ups, and Judah hands it out. In these lodges we shall tie together the knot which binds together all revolutionary and liberal elements. Their composition will be made up of all the strata of society. The most secret political plots will be known to us and fall under our guiding hands on the very day of their conception. So see, most secret political plots will be known to us and fall under our guiding hands. So they knew that we were going to come and rise against them, so they set up Judah to catch us up. Among the members of these lodges will be almost all the agents of international national police, since their service is for us irreplaceable in this respect, that the police is in a position not only to use his own particular measures with the unsubordinate, but also to screen our activities and provide pretexts for discontents. So basically they control the cops too. So they control all this shit, man. They have everything controlled. You can't go nowhere without finding Masons that own everything. Like it's all yoked up, man. Even the internet. You know what I'm saying? They raised Judah up. They had him since young. They raised him up to do exactly what he's doing now. They knew this was going to happen, so they set his ass up. And now he's going to try defaming the temple and doing all this fucking whack shit. This is why everyone has to wake up out of his spell, turn back to Yahweh Akkad, and get that Katham, the seal of the Most High's name in their forehead. Because Ezekiel chapter 9 is coming real soon. The plague, the 10th plague of Egypt, because it's the 9th plague right now. The 10th plague of Egypt is going to hit. And what are you going to do when the angel of death goes? What are you going to do? So anyway, remember the exile thing. I'm going to bring out scripts. I'm going to cut this one off and make another little short one and do all scripture showing who he is in scripture spiritually. So with that, you have any final words to that? We're just going to cap him off with scriptures. We already exposed everything Masonically for this guy. How do you feel about all that?
I feel like I would die to Yahweh.
Yeah.
You know,
Khan.
for exposing him and for not allowing us, those who are sincere, to be caught up in this bullshit.
Khan.
And for all those who follow him, know that when he dies, you die too. Khan. So all you naysayers and the straddling the damn fence, yeah, this is for you.
And all the people that still support him, all the people that still don't want to come to Yahweh Akkad, you're all gonna die with him.
So, with that being said,
repent your asses.
Thank you.
Repent. Okay, so with that, Kal Halal Yahweh Zaba'awat Akkad, Hamagan At Yashra'al, Shema Yashra'ala, Yahweh Alahayana, Yahweh Akkad, Barak Hashem Yahweh Ahab Yahweh Wa Akyam Wa Akwat. Shalom.